Hi everybody, assalamualaikum and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing my book haul. Actually I got all these books back in November and December, but obviously I'm gonna post this in January, and I'm just gonna wish you guys happy new year. And yeah, this is going to be like my first book haul of the year. There are a few books that I actually received and I actually bought it with my own money, and most of the books that I got were from Book Access. So let's just go and get started. I'm just gonna show you guys by where I got them from. So the first one is from Book Access. I got Love Boat Reunion by Abigail Hingwen. This is the sequel to Love Boat Taipei. Well, the first book was just an okay book. It's like a coming of age type of book, and it sets in Taipei, Taiwan. The sequel is about the second lead character. Yeah, it's about Sophie and Xavier, and I do intrigue about their story, so I bought it. And it was literally like $14.90, guys, so could not pass on the price. The thing that I got is A Pho Love Story by Long Lee, and this is one of the books that I've been wanting since it came out, and I finally got it, and it was only like 19.90. And it's sort of like a secret love story whereby these two people, the two main characters, family owns like a pho restaurant, and they happen to be a rival to each other, but the child, which is them, actually fall in love with each other. So yeah, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. This is, I think it's a controversial book, but I was intrigued by the book. It's actually a dystopian type of book, but I think this could be applied to nowadays situation or nowadays political issue-ish, whereby all type of printed items such as books, artifacts, hard copy stuff are known as an illegal thing, and if any of the people or the government knows about it, that hard copy thing will be burned by the firemen. So that is what the book is about. Okay, the next thing that I got is Adult Assembly Required by Abby Wexman. This is the same author who wrote The Bookish Life of Nina Hill. I've never read that book, but this sounded really fun. Character, her name is Laura. It restarted her life in her like late 20s. Like, she broke up with a boyfriend, and then she had to move into a new house, and then she kind of I think she continued study, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's just really interesting to read, especially when you have become an adult. So yeah. Next thing that I got is The Dating Plan by Sarah Desai. I've actually completed this book. A second from this installment, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, they have a second chance romance in here and also a fake dating trope, so I'm all for that. The Party Crasher by Sophie Kinsella, and let's just talk about the cover. It's gorgeous, and it so happened to be hardcover, and I got it like less than 30 ringgit. I think it's like 27.90, good 34.90, I'm not sure, but it's also from Book Access, and I really like this cover. But basically this book, I've already finished reading them because that's how I was intrigued by the blurbs at the back here. About the house that they used to stay when they were younger are up for sale. So basically the dad and her dad girlfriends are hosting like one final goodbye to the house, and because she's being like very egoistic, so she didn't want to go, and she kind of sort of crashed the party. So that's what this book is all about. But this is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I got this less than 30 ringgit, guys, off Book Access. But this is also like a dystopian book, or a woman only option was to breed. So yeah, that's what it is. And if you don't want to breed, you'll be hanged or you'll be sent out to die slowly at this radiation sickness. Yeah, and apparently this is a series because the sequel is already out. So if I like it enough, I'll buy the sequel. Alice by George Louis Borges. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is what this book is about. The content is like a representation of a lot of other cultures and religions and beliefs. It sounded really fun. I don't know how to describe it, but maybe once I read it I'll know how to describe this book. But when I read the synopsis, it looks fun, so it looks very interesting. So for Disorientation by Elaine, I'm currently reading this book. I'm only like at the page 28. It's really fun just because it's a little bit relevant to me, just because I'm pursuing my master's degree right now. So this is about the main character. She is in her PhD study. She's 29 years old, and she's pursuing a PhD, and it's really hard to write dissertation or thesis if you know, right? Yeah, this is really fun and kind of relevant to me at this point of my And this is the lesson that I bought from Book Access, and this is called Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. So it looks like it's really fun. Actually, it's fun because it is situated in the UK, but this is about the Queen's secretary and this woman from America. A love story of a little bit more adult, like they're like 50 or 40-ish, so it's really fun. And it sets in like during Christmas time, like a week before Christmas and like 7 days after Christmas. So yeah. The first book that I got were actually from my brother, and this is a sequel to the Serpent and the Wings of Night, and this is called The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, and I'm so excited. It's, if you didn't know, this is a fantasy and it's about a vampire and a human. So yeah, there's a banter in here and the chemistry is amazing, and the tension in here is amazing too. So I'm excited to read the second book, Christmas Tree Farm by Laura Gilmore, because I bought this in December and I wanted to read something like Christmassy, holiday spirit sort of book. So I got this from the birthday money that I got from my mom and dad. I got Reckless from my little sister, which is a sequel to Wordless, which I also like, and this is a dystopian. I think it's kind of sort of like a fantasy and dystopian type of book, but for some whatever reason this is so little, so we'll see how much I can get from this. Next I got is 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole, and I'm so excited to read this book because the sequel came out last year and I heard nothing but good things about this book, so I'm gonna see for myself, because I know Book Talk made this book famous and they say that if you read this you're gonna cry. So this is Dead and Scone by Suk Panu. This sounded really fun. It sets in the UK and there's scones involved. There's also like murder thing involved. I think it's gonna be like a thriller, like a comedy thriller. Then I got this from my little sister. It's called The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and I feel like it's good in a way that everything happened at the right time at the right moment, I guess. So yeah. The last book that I got is The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. I love The Bodyguard by her, so I thought when I bought this I was in the mood to read romances, so I got this, and I love her writing style, so I'm probably gonna like this book too. So that is pretty much my book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm probably not gonna buy any books until like March or so, because obviously there's a lot of books that I need to read right now, and I'm almost on my final, like my finals is in February, so I don't think I'll have time to read the book. So yeah, I stock up books to read during my semester break. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and bye.